Hi, Prakash.
Oh, hi, ma'am.
Good to
Good
see you.
evening. That's very nice. Good evening, one and all. Good evening, all the leaders who joined us today for this Leaders Connect episode. And we all are here to join us for this excellent and one of the fabulous session of Miss Malini. So I'll be giving a short brief about her a little later. But Pankaj, let's welcome Alagu to do the honors of taking it
So, Ms.
forward. Please,
Alagu,
Alagu, join so that help
yes.
us.
Ms. Alagu,
Just give me a moment. I'm having some technical glitch.
sure.
Okay, then we'll carry on, Alagam. Maybe we'll do it later. Okay. So, welcome, Malini ma'am. So, welcome all the members. Welcome to the Leaders Connect 360 Foundation, and where leaders create more leaders. Today's episode, we have Ms. Malini. So, let me share this short one about her. Rather than calling the word as my first boss, I would really call as the first leader for my career. So the first company which I joined after my MBA was Alstom, and I was reporting to Miss Malini. And it's really a great pleasure for us to invite her today for this particular platform, Leaders Connect 360. Thanks very much, Miss Malini, for being
Thank
here.
you so much. Pleasure is all mine.
Oh, pleasure, ma'am. So I'm going to use the same word where how you used to call ma'am, so not Miss Malini here now. So that becomes more comfortable.
Sure, go ahead.
So great, ma'am. So other people may call you as Miss Malini, but I'm going to use the word ma'am, so it becomes more connected. So let me quickly brief the overall leaders over here in our and the members, and then we will take you on through. So members and the visitors who all have joined us today, thank you very much. So let me quickly give you a brief. Leaders Connect 360 Foundation is it's a CSR initiative, and now it is a registered trust, and wherein every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. is where we invite top management leaders from different corporate companies, bureaucrats, who come and share their leadership experiences to all of us, through which we understand more in terms of either leading self, leading others, or leading the business. So any of these challenges which we share over here, and today's, I'm sure the topic is very unique. I'm sure accelerate to action. And we all are there part of, we know that Women's Day is coming up closer. In another couple of 2 more weeks, I'm sure we have the Women's Month, which is going to start. So all around the corner, we know the Women's Month, and this year's Women's Day theme itself is accelerate to action. And we thought let's initiate this with one of the women leader here today with us, Ms. Malini. So we will be initiating that across. So great. So welcome you once again, Ms. Malini, for being with us here. And for joining our WhatsApp group, in the chat box, we'll be having the links. So feel free. You can join our WhatsApp group, which will add more value for us to stay tuned to different who are the other leaders who are joining us. So on that note, so let's start ahead, and I would request Mr. Pankaj to share a quick video introduction of Ms. Malini.
Oh, wow.
So awesome video. Thank you very much, Pankaj, for the video. And let's all type in the chat box. Welcome, Miss Malini, and welcome, Miss Nirupama. Hi, Nirupama. Good evening.
Good evening, Prakash. Good evening, Malini ma'am. I think it's
Hi,
comfortable for me
Nirupama.
also to call you Malini ma'am.
Please feel free to call me Malini. I give the liberty to Prakash because that's how he's been used to. So until he makes the change.
Okay, that's great. And I really love the introduction.
Right.
It's not the first boss, but the first leader. I mean, it's
Yes.
very honored to hear this. And considering the Women's Month, we're just celebrating, as Prakash rightly said.
True, true. Very true, Nirupama. Thanks very
Yeah.
much. So I'm sure leaders, all the other members over here, I'm sure we all know Ms. Nirupama as well. But for the people who are coming here for the first time, I'm sure you would have seen the video of Ms. Nirupama as well, who is a panel discussion leader. But thanks, Nirupama, for joining us and taking up this role as a panel discussion leader. And Ms. Malini ma'am, I had shared with, you asked, right, why Ms. Nirupama? So
Yes.
the special part is it's more about the Women's Day celebration or accelerate to action. And that's the theme of this year. So I thought maybe one more women leader where Nirupama can be great for us to take it up this respective panel
Absolutely.
discussion.
That's lovely to have her on board as well. Yeah.
A pleasure,
I'm
dear.
very honored. Thank you, Prakash.
A
So
pleasure.
once again, yeah, thank you. So once again,
Go
welcome,
ahead.
Malini, and thank you for joining us today. We are actually very excited to hear your thoughts on several key topics regarding personal, professional growth, particularly leadership, that too for a role of a woman in shaping the future. So I think without a much further ado, let's dive in.
Yes.
So the session would go with a few questions, and we will ask some insightful questions, which will be targeting all the audience who can
Yeah.
get more insights in this.
Sure.
So to start with, like I said, it's personal, professional, and leadership. So very to keep it very simple. So what beliefs have influenced your personal and professional growth?
Okay, that's lovely to begin the discussion with, because being a woman, it's definitely people come with very different perspectives in their professional journey. To me, it starts with your personal life, to be very frank. So, the beliefs that you carry is so very important. To me, the power of mindset and self belief. So, I personally believe in the principle if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. Either ways, you're right. And with that belief, I step into whatever little bit I take up as a professional journey or a personal approach to my personal life. I live with the principle of let's do it, let's dive into it, instead of sitting outside and saying, okay, how will it be? Where do we lead to? Is it something that's going to help me? It's like if you believe you can do it, go ahead and let's do it. And while you are getting into it and you want to do it, it's also important to know that, the experience that you carry. So when you're fresher, you don't carry any experience. So you come with education. So with whatever little education you come to work, yeah, you want to see how you really apply that. So investing in your knowledge, investing in your education, wanting to get exposure, and then applying that into experience. I think so. That's a very strong belief, which I feel is will help you be successful. Yeah. So invest in your learning. Continuous learning is what I believe will help you go places. The other strong belief that I come with is if you're in a comfort zone, you're not growing. Definitely not growing. Yeah. So you have to look at challenges. And then it's very important to see that how growth comes from stepping outside of comfort zones. So every challenge is an opportunity. So why don't we look at it saying, oh, yeah, it's an opportunity. Let's dive into it. Let's learn something. Let's evolve. Let people around us also evolve and grow and learn something. I think so. That's the kind of mindset really helps, to take up whatever comes your way. And yeah, with that mindset, it's really helped me really grow well in my professional journey. Other belief that I have is opportunity when it knocks. Open the door with wide arms and welcome it instead of feeling shy of, saying, okay, is that something that I'll be able to do? No. But firm belief, Not every opportunity comes in a perfect package.
Yes.
The
Yes.
real thrill is in taking on something new and excelling in it, because it's easy to do what you know to do. Yeah. You can just go around and say, okay, I've done this empty number of times. But something coming in your way which you've never done, grab that opportunity. That's where you learn, that's where you grow. And of course, passion and adaptability. If you don't have passion, please don't get into any space. It's okay to relax and do what you're feeling good about. Yeah, you need to have passion. You need to have fire in the belly. You should have that conviction, saying, "I want to do." At the same time, don't be scared and be adaptable. Go with the flow. That's my personal view.
Absolutely. No, I totally 100% resonate, and I would like to give a clap for this because the last 2 points that you told, that it actually resonates with me to what I'm doing in my life for the last 4 months. For now, I can say opportunity when it knocks, and we should have a firm belief that any opportunity which comes, instead of thinking whether can we do it or not, so it's better you take the opportunity and then start doing it. One is you definitely, with the passion, like you said, we gain success, especially, and also the second thing is we get to learn a lot of new things when we take on a new assignment. And that actually worked out for me a lot. And yes, out of comfort zone and invest in your learning. So like when I have conversations with people like you and Prakash, unknowingly, maybe you know it or not, but I get to learn a lot from you people. Is
Absolutely.
my internet connection okay? I got a pop-up on my screen.
That's going good.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Yeah. So continuous learning is something I resonate with me, and not just resonating. I keep advising this to many people that yes, there is no stop for learning, be it in any position, be it personal life or professional life. There is no stop for learning. So yes, you bang on. I mean, I really love the way you answered everything in pointers. So we have seen your extensive experience, work experience, and also Prakash spoke about you. So in your industry or in your roles that you have been playing till date, so what has played an important role?
So, keeping in mind accelerate action as a theme, I would like to give a very strong message. See, to thrive in the role or in the industry, I come from a very strong power sector background. So, through and through, I've been in the power sector. And that's an area where you'll not find many women thriving. But being from HR, yes, you will find professionals over there. But then to be successful, it's so important to really ensure you have your entire ecosystem in place. And when I say ecosystem, let's start with very basic things. Yeah, it's important to get the basics right to perform your best. I personally feel if I want to give my best in any organization, I need a strong support system. Yeah, and that strong support system is not only about my colleagues, my boss, and my office. It's about family that you have, the mentors that you have, the colleagues that you have, your house help that is there to stand by, because there's entire piece which end of the day is on the backbone of the women of the house, right? So if that is in place, then you take your best foot forward. And that's how you go with a very free mind. You go with an thought of saying, I'm here to give my best. Yeah. And yes, continuous learning every time. I believe even now I'm learning something while I'm on this call with everyone. Yeah. So learning never stops. And I'm a strong advocate of learning is the way to grow and go. There's no alternative to it. While I say learning is the way to grow and to go, there are times, wherein we make mistakes. It's normal. Yeah. But as a woman, we shy away from, saying, okay, I made a mistake. How do we really deal with it? Or, we want to just brush it under the carpet sometime. Yeah. My strong belief is embrace the mistake. It's normal. We make mistakes. We are not here. We're not here, designed to perfectly do a perfect job. Yeah. What matters is learning from them, learning from the mistakes and bouncing back quickly. Fine, that's a mistake. Fine. What next? How do we find solutions? Where do we go from here? Whom do I contact? Whom do I reach out to? How do I leverage my, expertise that's available. I'm not perfect. Fine, I agree. But let me, pick on the resources that are available, on the team that is available, on the leaders that are available around. That really, helps to leverage the collective strength that we have. So, never feel shy of saying, I made a mistake, or never feel shy of saying, I don't know. It's normal. I don't know. Fine. I don't know. I'm here to learn. You tell me, how do I do it? Yeah. And I'm here to, leverage the collective strength that everybody bring to the table. While I say so, I also believe that the more questions I ask fearlessly, I shouldn't think that, what a stupid question am I? No, that's the question in my mind, and I will ask, and I want an answer for it. So it builds clarity and confidence. So that's the message, saying you want confidence, ask questions until you understand what needs to be done or what is expected out of you. Or keep asking questions until you explain whether it's been understood what needs to be done and how do we go together. Yeah. So that's how I look at it. And learn from others is another key message, as I said. One more important thing is to thrive in your role, in your industry. It's very important to identify key influencers. You should know whom you're working with. You should know who are the influencers who are around you. And my always take has been, if you can have a meeting before a meeting, the game is won. You already onboarded someone and you already have their support. So it becomes an easy, way forward to conclude things, take decisions, move forward. You have the people's back. Yeah, that's very important. So that's how I look at it. A few little, tips that I'm bringing out here that has helped me to thrive in my role, in my industry, and whatever piece of work that I take on my table. These little things have really helped me to go forward and kill it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Apart from that, I think so it's also important, the key factor which we miss upon. It's not necessary you need to identify with any woman in the organization, but have a mentor, have a coach with whom you can really, bear it all, go talk it out, express, ask for help, ask for support. And if you have found one, you are the luckiest person, I should say. Please hold on to it, and make the most out of it.
Yes. Yes, having a coach in an organization or any working place of women goes is not a very common thing, like you said, because definitely it's a knowledge transfer, handover, and then taking it over and then just hit the floor. But I guess, someone who walks through and having a coach for knowing many things, whereas until we get comfortable with someone is actually very good to have this culture. And like you said certain things like, embrace the mistake, not just embracing the mistake, but learn from the mistake, so that is how we grow. And this actually compensates to the first point that you told in the first question, that opportunity knocks and we need to grab the opportunity, because women should not shy away, like you said. So we take the opportunity, start doing things, and those kind of the opportunities that we tend to make mistakes, and those are the mistakes we should not shy off.
Yeah.
And this is a very great advice, and you've been doing this, and this is how you're thriving in your role in the industry. It's what you have understood. And thank you for the additional points that you also said, how the clarity and the confidence also blends in very well. And with all this belief that you have, so do you also believe that women are integral part of creating a sustainable future?
Absolutely. There's
I'm
no
sure
second
you're
thought
very
to it.
strong and confident in this, but when it comes to sustainable future,
There's no second thought to it. Yes, women are key to building a sustainable future. We are caregivers. We are decision makers. We are leaders that can shape habits and drive change. Yeah. And where do we start the process of shaping habits? It starts from home. Yeah, your basic values has everything. So what we do, we are the people who are, going to shape and drive the change. So raising eco-conscious generations, by teaching children about sustainability. Schools do it well these days, but it is also important that, we do it at home as well. Raise our children in such a way that they understand, what is sustainability, what are the things that they need to do, and how. It is by doing that we are able to guide our children. Yeah. So that's is one very important point where, as a woman, we contribute towards the larger problem of the society. Practicing sustainability at home. How do we do that? It starts from little things, saving water, electricity, reducing waste, recycling, reusing. Where do we learn these from? Yeah. We learn this from, seeing what has happened in a house, how it has been done in the past. We continue to carry it forward. And this we would want the children also to think and take it forward. Yeah. So it really helps in the long way in terms of creating a sustainable future. Starts from home, starts from school, and that's how it spreads to the community. Women are excellent at leading community efforts. Yeah. So we're talking about save our planet. Where do you think we're talking about Mother Earth, right? Again, what do we mean by that, Mother Earth? So it's all about the efforts that we take to save our planet. Yeah. So like tree plantations, we are good at getting all these things together. Cleanliness drives, ensuring we focus on organic farming, having a healthy culture, having a healthy living style. Who is doing all of this? Yeah, it's the women who are the backbone to it, and they are building a sustainable future. Be it influencing business policies, sitting in the boardroom, driving greenish, initiating for ethical and sustainable practices. Women voice it so well. They bring it to the table for discussion, and there are healthy discussions and ethical practices. I think so. There's less. The more talked about it, I think so. There's so much to it. Yeah, to be applied across, whether it's personal life, professional life, with your children. It's a key life skill that I would say everybody should have, is looking at it in a more ethical way and sustainable way. So when women take the lead, sustainability becomes a way of life, ensuring healthier planet for future generations. I think so. That's where my strong belief is. So we start in a very small way, but the impact is very high. It's a big impact that we leave behind. Yeah, these are my few sense on. Do I really believe women are integral part of creating a sustainable future? No second thought. They are. That's the way of life, definitely.
I wish I had a button or a buzzer here which gives a sound of claps here for all the lines that you have been saying to us. So unfortunately, we have the reactions, but I want the audible effect, to give claps to you, each one of your answers. And Prakash, like we say, leaders create more leaders, but I think, what Malini ma'am has just told us, it all starts from us. We are the caregivers, we are the decision makers. And when we take a lead, sustainability, there's no point of not having a sustainability at home. So it all starts from home. So we know home is a first school. Home is not just a first school for learning, it's also for teaching. So why take the role of only a student as a home is a first school? We can also teach a future generation. Like the examples that you said, like this justification that you just gave, that, you're creating more leaders, and that's what even Pankaj and Prakash can agree, that leaders create more leaders, and that's exactly what the whole group can resonate to what you actually say. And I'm sure even the organizations do take this very seriously on nowadays. So how successful, like you have been working with organizations, so how successful do you think the organization in harnessing the benefits of these kind of diversity, and what role do any leader play in leveraging diversity to drive any such business successes?
Wow, this is my favorite question, and I can talk for hours on it, but I'll try to keep it simple. So according to me, diversity is not just about hiring women on board and a tick in the box. No, it goes way beyond that. It's about fostering inclusion and driving business success. Yeah. Organizations that embrace diversity see increased innovation. There's lots of creativity that come in, better decision making, and there are stronger financial performance that are, talked about in the boardroom. If we are able to understand that, and if we are able to leverage that, and have more of, diversity and inclusion as a key, agenda. It's not for the sake of, again, I say tick in the box, in true sense, to see the value that they bring. They come from a very different perspective. They bring a lot of different thoughts, which should be, appreciated, accepted, and implemented. And again, that's where I say leaders play a critical role in this. Like creating a culture of belonging. It's so important.
Yes.
Encouraging open communication, active listening, and respect for all voices. It's not only about women, but it's about, the entire workforce that we are talking about. Yeah. So respecting all their voices, at the same time, encouraging open communication, recognizing and leveraging different backgrounds, different different religion, different caste, different perspectives, different skills. To that extent, I'm talking about diversity we bring to the table. How can we leverage that? We need to celebrate diversity. So it's not only about just talking, but can we celebrate diversity? Yeah, recognize them, call it out, and people talk with pride. There is fairness and equity. Yeah, it's important for leaders to ensure there's fairness and equity in implementing the diversity policies that the organizations are putting it together. Diverse hiring panels should also be there, especially when there's an hiring that's happening in the organization. There are unconscious biases. However, it's important if we can, get away with it, saying, okay, women can't do these roles. Try it. They would do better than you. That's what my take is. Try it. Give them an opportunity and they will shine. Inclusive policies and equal growth opportunities, something if they come our way, if they come helping women to really grow, they have been empowered to take their roles and just, drive it to success, is what my strong personal belief is. To me, diversity is about unlocking the full potential of a workforce to drive innovation and drive success, business success. So if we put these two together, I think so. You've understood the equation of success.
Yeah, like you said, we should tell the hiring panel to try it. Even if they've not done it, try it. Why to be in that?
Yeah.
So when we tell them try it, we should also teach them that, we should also educate them. Opportunity knocks the door. Maybe this may be an opportunity which you don't know, like we have been discussing about opportunity knocking the door. Yeah.
My belief is you would never get 100% fit. Even if you get a 70% fit, there is a 30% scope, to see what efforts they can put to learn, grow, and then, thrash it out. So go. I think it's more of the leaders who can, take that decision, take the risk, and stand by your risk, that you've taken. Feel proud that you've taken that chance, and tomorrow you will feel proud that I did it. That's my, this leader is someone whom I gave an opportunity, or I hired, or I believed in her. That's the pride I want, leaders to take, saying, okay, this is the team I have built together.
Yes. Just today, I noticed an ad on LinkedIn from Infosys saying we are also into hiring of women who are back from the maternity break. And that was a very good thing to see today when I opened my LinkedIn. So I wish more and more organizations adapt to this, not only women, not just talking about the leadership team, but even for those women who have a break and then who are serious about getting back to their corporate culture. So I was very happy to see this one note today in the morning. And again, listening to you today, it's actually made a very good day for us. So is there any advice would you like to give for the women out here in the panel discussion and watching out here? And we are this is also live on YouTube and LinkedIn, I believe. So is there any advice that you would like to give out for all the women? And any personal motto for leadership, for life and leadership, would that be helpful?
It's not only to women, to everybody on this call today. I would, just give one piece of advice that, together we can make a better world. Together there's so much of, scope to give an excellent opportunity to learn, grow, and build a superb case for success for businesses. So help each other, help each other to be successful. Yeah. And my piece of advice is, as an individual, as a professional, prioritize wellness and mental health. These days, I think so we're neglecting that quite a bit. Work is taking priority, but if you are not, prioritizing wellness and mental health, what would you bring to the table? That's the question that you need to ask. What is that you're taking to the table? You need to be perfect. You need to be healthy, fit, fine, and, wanting to make it, and be successful. Even if we fail, that's fine, but you should be able to take that setbacks, and bounce back. That's one. Two is build your network. Do you all know the power of your network? If anybody would say that I don't have a network, I would say you're missing on something really big in life. Build your network, socialize, connect with people, talk to them. This itself will give you a big learning opportunity. There's so much that you can learn from what others are doing. So build your network and socialize is another key advice. Most importantly, never forget that you are the game changer. Believe in yourself. If you won't believe in yourself, no one is going to stand by you. You have to believe in yourself. That's the conviction that you should come with or go to. The three pieces of advice. My life motto has always been, like Prakash always has seen me, I would always say, give your best and leave the rest. You put your heart and soul into it, right? Fine. What happens to it is next. Yeah. But yes, I'm satisfied that I have made every possible efforts to give my best to this entire project, whether it's a personal or professional project, whatever it is. And yes, take the first step. People shy of taking the first step. You have to take the first step. If you do not take the first step, there's no progress. Take the first step. Confidence, resilience, and growth will open doors for success. But you have to take the first step. Yeah. So that's been the leadership motto of my life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I think the thing what you said just now last, again, circle back to our first question and the first answer. If you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can do it, you can. I think the belief patterns I'm observing in your conversation, that while we are having conversation, the belief patterns is reflecting the same set, in all the kind of different various aspects that we have discussed. That gives me a strong hold on how well you're practicing it already in your life. It's not just about saying, but you're already inculcating all this in your life is what is truly reflecting to me, at least. Thank you so much, Malini, for sharing your thoughts with us today. And it's all been a practical tips. And these are certain things which we knew, but when it comes to you from a successful woman, it's very inspiring for all the listeners out here. With these insights and the valuable, the advices that they would take around, I'm sure everybody is inspired here, especially the women, and we continue to striving for success and positive change in the careers and also beyond careers, for sure. Thank you so much for this. And thank you, Prakash. It's been lovely interacting, and thank you for getting Malini ma'am on board today and considering this to be a Women's Month. Thank you so much. I think you have had a wonderful conversation today. Allow you to take it over, Pankaj.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Nirupama. That's really awesome. Thanks very much for driving the session towards the accelerate action. Malini ma'am, as usual, superb is one word. Awesome is the second word. Honestly, ma'am, I'm able to align most of the points what you told is actually written in my book. Because very long before we all met, points like every challenging situation is an opportunity for growth. The point that moving out of the comfort zone, the point that start asking questions, somehow it is now drained within me that I have written those on the book as well. I even sense that as a first leader, you have given me all these insights, which is able to be within me, and I'm able to share that with the other audience as well. And wonderful. I'm really able to sense that alignment is very strong as is now as well. Good. Pleasure. So thanks, Nirupama. You're awesome as usual in terms of panel discussion. Really true and great. So one for all the women here in the community today, let's accelerate action. There are a lot of points which we discussed. In fact, Malini did speak about right from in terms of diversity, in terms of sustainability we spoke, in terms of how do we really get over for the first time, in case there are many things the first time, and how do we really overcome those confidence parts. There are many aspects we spoke, and I'm sure today also there are a few people who have joined us for the first time. And I would say that's really a first great step to take in. People have joined for the first time over here. That's an excellent step. Continue doing. Great. So on that note, as usual, we all are aware, members, we all have now, the pattern goes like this. Now, the quiz question. We have a quiz leader who's going to ask. And after the quiz question, let's see who's going to give the right answers or whatever discussion about Ms. Malini and Nirupama has happened. We have announcements for last week's quiz winner and this week's quiz winner who is going to be. Then we have an announcement of rocket goals. And after that, it's an open discussion. If people have any questions to ask, feel free to ask Ms. Malini as well as Ms. Nirupama. A few questions respective to action and respective to women. Questions you want to ask, feel free to ask. That will add value. So on that note, so let's go ahead. Fastest fingers first. Give that platform to Pooja. So hi Pooja.
Hi.
Thank you for taking up this role as quiz leader.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Prakash. Hi, Malini.
Thank you very much.
It's a very wonderful.
Arun has spoken. Pardon me?
It's a very wonderful session today. Like when Malini is talking with her belief system and all, I'm like, yes, yes, yes. And I'm sending all the heart symbols. It's a very wonderful. And Nirupama, as usual, she did it in a very wonderful way.
Good. Very true. Very nice, Pooja. So Arul has told a lot about you. So keep it up and going. So here is the role for a quiz. So go ahead with your quiz question for the week.
Yes. So a small description. So the description is: learning is a continuous journey that helps us grow. Embracing mistakes and learning from them allows us to bounce back stronger. Asking questions provides clarity and builds confidence. Preparing for a meeting before the actual meeting enhances the effectiveness. So the question from the brief.
Oh,
how does
that's
asking
a short
questions...
summary for the question, is it, Pooja? But that's a good one. Continue.
Yes. So how does asking questions benefit personal growth?
Okay, the question is that. Repeat the question again, Pooja.
How does asking questions benefit personal growth?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, members, the question is to you. Quickly, the fastest fingers first on the chat box.
Yes.
Okay, people have started writing.
Yes, it's Sukumaran. Opportunity to identify why and what provides clarity, builds confidence, brings clarity. Great. So I'm so happy, and it's Sukumaran.
Okay. So Sukumaran has really nailed it, is what he's saying. Awesome, awesome. Good one, Sukumaran.
And
congratulations.
And who all answered, they all are right. The only thing is first Sukumaran messaged it. Okay, it's okay, guys. Next time you can message and first, and then you can win the book.
Yes, yes. Awesome. So very nice. So that's Mr. Sukumaran, right? So Sukumaran, here is the quiz prize for you. The quiz prize is you are going to receive from our author, Ms. Rashmi Jaiswal, the book Silence, which is Mauna. An excellent book. And I'm sure today in silence itself, you were listening a lot. From your listening itself, you were able to type on the chat box as what did Ms. Malini tell, in fact. So awesome work, in fact, very nicely said. But how important the silence is what Ms. Rashmi Jaiswal book is all about. And you're going to get this book as complimentary as a quiz winner. Congratulations once again. Very nice, Sukumaran. Keep it up and going. All the members type congrats, Sukumaran.
Congratulations.
Sukumaran Ajish, right? The name is Ajish. People call you Ajish, right? Or Sukumaran? So correctly only is getting the book Silence and Mona. For whatever reason, that's okay. All right, great. Thanks very much, Ajish. That's really been great. And wonderful question, Pooja. Thanks very much for asking that question. That's really nice. So, members and visitors, now is the time for us for open questions. And misconnecting factors are there, in fact, which adds value for this particular topic today. And I would say one of the topic or one of the connecting factor is for all the women here today in the respective forum. Let's start accelerate in action. Women's month is going to come up in the upcoming month. So accelerate action takes 1 or 2 weeks to prepare ourselves. Ms. Malini did speak about a couple of points. And what is that one point we can be bringing it into action? We as a woman, and a lot more which we can do in terms of sustainability, and that's what she spoke. and a lot more as women. We all are powerful leaders, women leaders, which we can do. So as Malini did say, that just not for women, it's actually for all. Very true. But keeping this point in mind, let's focus on the same. So here's where we're going to give you an opportunity. Quickly raise your hands. People who want to ask questions either to Ms. Malini or to Ms. Nilupama. So the moment you raise your hands, and we give you an opportunity to ask questions, and that will add more value. Yeah. So Ms. Malini ma'am, any more open questions are coming up. We will take another 5 more minutes.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have one, Ms. Surekha. Okay, hi Surekha, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How about you?
All good, all good. Thank you very much, Surekha, for joining the Leaders Connect 360. It's great to see you here. Please go ahead with your question.
Yeah, my question is, say when in an organization, the women employees are minimum less than 30%, okay? And all the men employees are in the top management. Women employee, even one single person is not there in that. Then even in meetings, if we are talking, if we are giving some point, that is not regarded at all. Now, how do we handle this kind of situation?
Good question.
So this question is to whom? To me or Nirupama?
Anybody can
Anybody.
answer.
Okay. So let me take the
Go ahead.
question. I'd be more than happy to respond to this. You're right. I think so. The fact that you mentioned was this was a scenario some time back. Things are changing now. Organizations are changing. They are investing in getting women on board, and they see value. Organizations do see value to what women can bring to the table. However, as a professional, for every woman, I would say, what is that you are doing? I repeat, what is that you are doing to make your presence felt?
Okay.
Nothing is going to be put on a plate and be given to you. So what is that you're doing to make your presence felt? It starts from grooming, very basics. I'm not talking anything Greek and Latin. It starts from grooming. It starts from, how you strike conversations. Yeah. How do you put across your points? Yeah. How do you make your presence felt? Yeah. These little things would definitely elevate and take you to places. Yeah. You have to ensure that in the right place, right time, right points. Yeah. Make your presence felt, talk about it. And again, I would go back to what my message was. A meeting before a meeting helps. So if you know who is leading the discussion, can you go and talk to that person and say, I did have these ideas in mind. I'm not sure whether I should talk about it. Would you want to guide me on it? And believe me, there's no one who would say, no, I don't have time. I'm not going to do that for you. Because you're going with some solutions, you're going with some thoughts, and people value that. So go prepared, go with solutions, go with your thoughts, bounce it to a couple of people, ask them saying, this is what I'm thinking. Do you think it'll fly? What is your opinion? And do your homework. That's very important. And when you go with your homework, asking clarity, you'll be able to respond. You'll be able to put your point forward. So the end of the day, it's all about what is that I can do to bring the change.
So you mean we have to bring the impact. First, we have to bring that impact.
Make your presence felt, yeah. And then, of course, organizations do play a very critical role. And like I said, organizations do, have started looking at, it's not now, but it's been more than a decade and two that you see the change happening, women have started being part of the board. Yeah. And there are a lot of women professionals who are managing directors, running the company. So there's something that has made them go there, right? So what is that? A self-reflection. What is that I am not able to do and that person, that lady has been able to do? A quick SWOT would also help, to position yourself where you want to go. Above all, not many people, not many women have that as a goal. Do you have that as a goal that I want to be part of the leadership team? I doubt how many women would raise their hand today saying, I want to be part of the board member. I want to be part of the leadership team. You are shy yourself. So no one is going to, really push you to go and take that position. Make your presence felt. Work towards it. Have your goal in place. Work towards your goal. And nothing is going to stop you from being part of the leadership team. Yeah, Sureka?
Yeah, that's a great advice. Yeah, I can realize now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Good. Very, very nice. Thanks very much, Sureka. It's an excellent question. But rightly shared, in fact, by Ms. Malini, there are so many today women leaders on the board. And I'm sure we are aware about many. We know a few names also. However, definitely, there's a way journey. I would say it's a journey, and how much we are ready. The right question Ms. Malini asked is how much we are ready point. And for that is where, as she said, the first step needs to be taken. Somewhere that first step adds value. So, Sureka, are you still working in the same company, or have you become I see your LinkedIn post and all. So that is a career coach.
That is, I am trying to do my passionate work there separately. I'm still in the same company.
Very nice. Keep it up and going, Sureka. Happy to know about that. So keep continuously doing. You're doing a fabulous job. Continue doing it. Your presence is felt. Your presence is seen everywhere. So keep it up. Keep it up.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks. So yes, so all the visitors and members, any other question? One last question, if you want, we can take with Ms. Malini as well as Ms. Nirupama as well. But Ms. Malini, ma'am, I would like to share with one more person who is also in Indra.
Okay.
Pankaj Vyas is our, in fact, he's a managing partner for Visa Training. Pankaj, Ms. Malini is also from Indra.
Oh, is it?
Nice. Nice to hear.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
So me and Prakash are the batchmates actually.
Okay.
Yes.
Lovely to know.
And I operate from Central India, Indore.
So good. So in fact, Chetan, I'm sure you remember Chetan Wakalkar. So Chetan, when we met, me and Pankaj, when we went and met Chetan once after our college days and all, and that's when he also came up with this thought process of running your own company. How do you start, get going? And in fact, Chetan's advice, Chetan also came here as one of the guest of honor for the 51st, 52nd episode he came. I'm happy that today we are in the episode number 196. Yeah. So 51st episode, Mr. Chetan came, and even through his in fact, he was also sharing a lot of points. Good. Thank you. So members and guests, any other members and visitors, any other questions to Ms. Malini? And Ms. Nirupama, will be really great. If any questions, we can take it up. Or if you find it challenging to ask any questions, feel free to type the question in the chat box, which will still make it more easier for us to take it up.
Yeah, I have a question. Satish here.
Oh, yes. Ajish, go ahead. Yeah. Your name is Ajish, right? So
Satish,
I called you
Satish.
Sukumar.
No, Satish, this is.
Please go ahead with the question.
Yeah, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. My question is like, you say like mistakes has to be agreed. Like, so how we can manage these mistakes in front of all, and also as a leadership quality, we need to go with the lead by example. So how we combine this both and run in the organization. So if I done mistakes, I can agree that I have mistake. But something goes wrong, so I have to done with the other teams like example for my activity. So how we can combine both and so this is my question.
Yeah. Prakash, you want me to answer? Nirupama, you're taking the question? How do you want it?
Okay. Nirupama, you like to answer this question?
How do you identify a mistake? First of all, so he says if there's a mistake which is done, he can accept that. But if there is no mistake done from his end, how do we go about it? Because it can be a interdepartmental, different department and team collaboration which happens. So every organization would have something called root cause analysis. Finding out, without even jumping into any conclusions, we do root cause analysis. And we identify at what level, if there is something which we start from the beginning and go to the end, and there are multiple gateways we cross to lead to a final output. So at what level there was a mistake, and at what level the mistake should have been identified. The sooner you identify the mistake, the better you take your decisions properly. So we need to firstly sit in a calm mind and no blame games or something. Sit in a calm mind, be collaborative, identify what has happened. So, but if we know what is the kind of context that you're talking about, I'm sure everything would have a solution. The only thing we need is patience and calmness. Everything can be figured out.
So very nice, very nice. Thank you very much for sharing that, Nirupama. So Ajit, just to add on, we can use one A called acceptance.
Accept it, absolutely. Accepting is the most quickest way to find a solution and move ahead. The more time you take to accept your mistake, that's the waste of time, waste of money. There's an impact on the entire business. Yeah. So accepting and then collectively finding solutions. I think so that's very, very important. And leaders and managers do identify with this, because end of the day, we are human beings. We are not said to be perfect. We're not said to be perfect. So fine. It's very politely you can say, I have probably missed on this. The way you say it is also very important. It's something which has slipped from my mind, or it's something which I have messed up. I probably didn't use the right tools. So how can I quickly? The question should be, how can I quickly correct it? This is what you need to bring to the discussion. Now tell me which leader or manager will say, you have no scope for correction. Even he has stakes in it, right? He'll say, fine, good, you at least told me now that there is an error, there's a problem, the tool doesn't work. Fine, let's, call a team, like Nirupama said, root cause analysis. Where did it go wrong? Fix it quickly, and then look for solutions. Sooner the better. Yeah. Yeah, Satish, does that answer your question?
Yes. Got your answer, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks very much for asking that
Sorry, I'm
question.
an outside. I should not know on my video. Sorry.
That's okay, Sajesh.
Thank you,
Thanks
sir.
very much.
Thank you. Nice.
So I believe, Ms. Malvi, we have one more hand raised. Alavi, you want to ask a question? Is that what she raised hands for?
Yeah, not to ask a question. I should have started this wonderful episode with my introduction, but very sorry for the technical glitch.
That's
Very
okay.
rightly, Malini said, I accept the mistake.
This is a live demo here.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's normal.
Yeah. No, this wonderful initiative by Prakash is to, with a vision of creating million leaders through inviting 1,000 leaders, and we are nearing the milestone of 200th episode very soon, in 4 weeks' time. And this was a wonderful session nearing the Women's Day, and having all the women. I can see more women today.
That's nice.
So sorry for the Prakash. I had some technical glitch with the video, so I thought it's not nice to do an audio introduction without the video. That's
okay. That's fine.
It was an awesome session, Malini and Nirupama. Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you. My pleasure. I loved it. Definitely, I should say.
Thanks.
And Alavi is a woman who's my inspiration to join Leaders Connect and to also continue to be in Leaders Connect for more than 1 year now.
Wow.
So very nice. Good, Nirupama. That's good. So great. So members and visitors, now that we are in, and I would like to quickly, before we share a formal vote of request Mr. Nellai Nayagam to do that. Or before the vote of thanks, we also have a summary, correct? A quick summary we have, which I'm going to request and invite Ms. Shantamina to do a quick summary of the so many pointers we have discussed and those summary. However, one more point before that, Pankaj, can we share the rocket goals? Do we have a flyer of that rocket goals, or can we quickly share it? Okay, I'll share that directly for all the visitors over here and members. Our next rocket goals meet is on 12th of April, which is at Chennai, where we all are aware that every 3 months once. This is an online episode where every week on week Wednesday we meet. Or every 3 months once we meet in offline. It's on 12th of April at Chennai at Hotel Savera. So people from Chennai, please feel free to join us. This time it's going to be a different episode, and a lot of leaders are joining us, so you'll get more clarity and understanding of the thing. So thanks very much. On that note, let's quickly take a summary. So Shantamina is here, ready for quickly sharing summary. Yes, over to you, Shantamina.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Prakash sir, for giving me this opportunity. And Malini ma'am, it was really wonderful listening to you and inspiration. Before that is the reason we
Thank
all
you.
have the Women's Day, right? To get extra motivated.
Thank you.
So there were a lot of pointers. So to quickly tell, the first thing was about the continuous learning, where the learning never stops and growth happens only when one steps out of their comfort zone. And we also need a strong support system. So success is backed by family, mentors, colleagues, and even household support. It is a very great point. And the leveraging resources and teamwork helps us to overcome all the challenges. And embracing mistakes, as Arag ma'am also rightly put, embracing mistakes and challenges should be a part of the journey. And it should not be hidden, and we have to learn from those mistakes. That is where we have to stand, right? And and we should bounce back from the setbacks, and seeking guidance from mentors and finding solutions which will help us. And whenever there is an opportunity, it is important to recognize and seize them. Confidence and action drive, it gives progress. Women play a key role in shaping a sustainable future, and sustainability begins at home with values like recycling and responsible living. The Mother Earth analogy highlights the nurturing and sustaining power of women in society. And about diversity, so organizations that embrace diversity perform better and foster innovation. Diversity should not be a mere checkbox, and it should be implemented meaningfully. And overcoming unconscious bias also is essential. And the wonderful point is, you're the game changer. Believe in yourself. The power to create change starts with self-belief. And when we trust our abilities, we inspire the others to do the same. So there were a lot of takeaways for me, and these are the summary points that was given. So by embracing continuous learning, learning from the mistakes, and prioritizing diversity and inclusion, we will create a better world for everyone.
True, true, true. So let's make a better world, rightly said, Shantamina. Thanks very much for the quick summary as well. And so many pointers we have received today. So let's accelerate action. And what is needed is finally that let's accelerate action. A few points we people may be already been doing. A few points we may be saying that, okay, maybe this I need to really work on. So what is that one point you feel that you need to work on? Let's accelerate action on that. And I'm sure that's going to add a lot of value to your growth, to our team's growth or our community's growth. It will add more. Great. So thanks very much, Shantamina, for the awesome summary. And over to Mr. Nalay Nayagam for the word of thanks. So yes, Nalay Nayagam.
Prakash, before we move to the vote of thanks, I would like to offer something. I'm more than happy to coach 2 women for next 1 year. So you may please recommend or choose by chits or whatever is the method you want to use. Let me know who are the 2 lucky women who would want to get mentored or coached by me.
Awesome, awesome. That's a great opportunity you're sharing with everyone, man. So Nirupam has already said me. Huh? Awesome opportunity. So yes, definitely. I will request a couple of people from our community, and I'll update you, ma'am. So, but how? Who are the 2 can be really coached? Who can get the opportunity? And let's create some parameters for identifying if possible. So
Yeah. So that job is yours, Prakash, now.
But thanks very much, ma'am. That's really a great one, and really happy that you have shared that here. Good one. So yes, Nalai, a quick formal word of thanks. Been quite long to meet you. Good, continue.
Good evening, Honorable. Thanks to Vijay Training for this opportunity. Dear Malani ma'am, wonderful session with the practical and inspirational tips. So I would like to take a top 4 takeaway. That is, if you believe it, you can do it. Believe in yourself as a game changer. Yeah, powerful reminder for all. And growth mindset, take the first step, stepping out of the comfort zone, lead to new opportunities. The third one, the embrace mistakes, learn, bounce back, and keep improving. And fourth one, the together we can create a better world, prioritize the wellness and mental health. Thank you for your inspiring us with your knowledge and insights, ma'am.
So true.
Thank you.
Let me quickly share.
Yes.
Yeah, let me quickly share again the purpose of the community. Leaders Connect 360 is an hybrid model leadership community where every Wednesday from 6:30 p.m. to 7:15 p.m. we invite a leader who is a master in their field to provide solutions for our real-time leadership challenges, much like the valuable experiences we had from our guest Malini ma'am. Additionally, every last week of the month, we invite an author to share the knowledge and insights from their book. Please follow our social media platforms to get updates about our weekly episodes and quarterly events. Joining our community is very simple. Just click on the social media links shared in the chat box. It gives me immense pleasure to thank our guest, Ms. Malini, and our panel discussion leader, Ms. Nirupama, and moderator, Mr. Prakash Sharma sir, for investing their valuable time in sharing their experiences and insights with us.
So,
great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Malini, if you would like to give any key message, please, ma'am.
Sorry? Yeah, Nilay?
He's asking any one word or one message you want to share about the community.
Okay, this is an amazing, yes, so I like this. So this is an amazing community which we should leverage from, like I said, learning from others, come together, listen to people. So there is a philosophy called 3, which is education, experience, and exposure. So this community gives you the exposure. Yeah. So make the most out of it. Join every Wednesday, listen to leaders and see what you can embrace. Not 100%. Even in today's my session, I would say even if you apply one change, I'm not saying one change that you can embrace, a promise to yourself, you'll see the difference, the way you carry yourself forward and the kind of catapult that you're going to get in your professional journey as well as personal life. You would really, really see the difference. Don't take big targets, big goals, small targets, baby steps. Start from somewhere. Make the start. One change is the promise I want from you. Whatever it is, you've been doing it, fair enough. What you've not been doing it, take that. Yeah. So that's the message. Wonderful work, Prakash and Team Bija. I'm super, super proud to see a youngster who was working with me and started his career with me, flourishing so well, is an author, is a trainer, is a coach. And I'm like, wow, you really make me feel proud, Prakash. There's no other word that I can tell. Congratulations and wishing Bija and Leaders Connect 360 all the very best. More than happy to contribute in any which ways I can going forward. We can't hear you. We can't.
It's muted. Okay. Thanks very much, ma'am. It's really been great. It's an honor that you have joined us today. And it's been really great that you've come up and then your experiences really adds a lot of that.
Thank you.
Good.
Thanks, Nirupama, for being the panel moderator and getting the entire discussions together. Prakash and you really made it very interesting. Thanks, Pankaj, as well, and everybody who have taken time out to come here. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. So to all the leaders as well as the members and Malini, in fact, ma'am, what we are going to do is now we have a thanking video. After the video is where a small intro discussion, so where people can introduce each other for 30 seconds to get to know more about each other. So that's what is going to happen. So
Sure.
who all are able to, we request all the members to stay back so that we understand each other. And a few people have joined us new, so we'd like to know about your names. Malini, based on your time, we understand. If you wish to stay back after the thanking video, that would be great. Or else, if the time is short, we completely understand, and we will. I'll give you a call also.
Definitely. Thanks. Honor is mine. Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, so Pankaj, over to you for the thanking video. Great, thanks Pankaj for the excellent video. And now the time for a quick open discussion. There are a few people who were able to get an opportunity to introduce, and few people are yet to.